Sexual assaults continue to be a challenge for us, particularly in the tourist corridor. We see a different type of trend. We don't see the situations which are common in our non-resort or tourist areas. And what I mean by that is typically in many of those areas you would have a family member, maybe incest or something like that, or a friend of the family that may prey on a child or a young person. We don't see that as much in the tourist corridor. What we see in the tourist corridor is usually acquaintance-related sexual assault. And what I mean by that is you typically have usually a young lady who meets a man or a group of men, and she's usually with her friends as well. They have a few drinks. As you know, many of our properties have nightclubs in them now. There's this bottle service, and it's changed over the years with the bottle service in many of these properties. Folks are paying quite a bit of money for that bottle service, and with that, I think a lot of them feel that they have to drink all of the alcohol that they paid for. So now you commonly have folks who pay for that bottle service, usually starting at about $500 for a bottle of alcohol, and they want to consume it all. You know, so now you have a young lady who may consume a considerable amount of alcohol, and you have a situation that just is a recipe for a problem, because now they're impaired, and unfortunately sometimes the acquaintance that they just met or may have known for a while see this as an opportunity to take advantage of them. And so we get quite a few crimes that are reported that are alcohol related, where we'll have a victim who alleges that she had a considerable number of drinks and either passed out or forgot what happened, and was completely impaired, and then either wake up and see that she's being engaged in an event where she's being assaulted, or have some type of residual pain or something that shows that she believes something happened. So that's one of the bigger challenges that we face in Convention Center Area Command, with the type of clientele, with the type of folks that are coming into the tourist corridor. That seems to be the biggest problem. We're looking at some various initiatives. We want to see possibly to get some more cooperation from some of the nightclubs. We're hoping to possibly get some kind of signage or information to encourage ladies to think about their drinks, think about how much they're drinking, maybe put that in the restroom, so that when they, you know, a lot of times if you're drinking a lot, you got to go to the bathroom at some point, you know, so maybe they'll see something that reminds them, like, hey, you know, where's my drink, or, you know, who am I here with, and kind of caution them to what they're doing, and kind of remind them to have that awareness. Other things we're doing, we're working with the properties of the hotels. As you know, it's very unlikely that a sexual assault will occur in a nightclub. They usually occur in the rooms. So you got to go from the club up to the room, and you pass quite a few people. And so we've reached out to the properties at the hotels, particularly the security folks, talk to them about some of the indicators that we see that we'd like for them to look out for, to try to mitigate that. For example, if they see a guy walking out of the club with a girl, either carrying her over his shoulder or she's just completely impaired, maybe engage that guy and say, hey, who are you, and who is she to you? Or even try to talk with her and ask her if she knows who he is. Maybe do what we call a field interview, and that's just gain some information, ID the guy, say, hey, let's get your name and information, and let's get some info on her, so that if he does not know her, or they're just an acquaintance and are not true friends or partners, or husband and wife, if you will, that we now have maybe discouraged because he feels he's been identified. And so those are some of the other steps that we're taking to try to respond to that.